Hello, people of the internet, and welcome back to Rushman Productions, where I talk about everything comics, movies, and superheroes. So, I just watched the Wonder Man trailer. A teaser trailer was released a day or two ago, and they just released the official trailer. And the series releases in January 2026 with all the 8 episodes that will come out sequentially, as we'll get to know whatever the week runtime is, like how much the runtime of the episode is, and how will they release it throughout the weeks. So yeah, it releases next year in January, and this kind of makes me hope that this is a fresh story. This is something bright that we get from this TV side of the MCU, because this is again a very meta commentary that we are getting, aside from, let's say, a Deadpool and a She-Hulk character. But this is an in-universe character. This is not like a fourth dimension, a wall-breaking character, but we will get these meta commentaries from the perspective of this show, from this character in particular, which is Wonder Man. And so what basically Wonder Man is, Wonder Man is a in-universe superhero movie, or a in-universe superhero character played by an actor in a movie in a superhero universe. So Wonder Man is a superhero in the Marvel universe, but he's also like an actor who plays a superhero called Wonder Man in this like fictional universe of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So surely we'll kind of get these jabs at the production of these companies, Disney, Marvel, the way their movies works, how so many CGI is involved, how casting happens, and how they have to like literally go through so many different changes to scripts and to the entire storylines of these characters and the plots of these movies that happens. Because in this we are getting to know that the Wonder Man, which is Simon Williams, will actually be cast as Wonder Man to play a remake of the original Wonder Man film, which might have happened in some place in the 90s or the 80s. So it's a remake of the original Wonder Man film. Now this kind of also makes me take a look at this, because I recently watched this movie called Die Hard, which is like this film where a place of kind of real filmography, or like the lines between real filmography and the things that are happening with the character in real life in separate of the movie are kind of blurred. So it's like things happen so dramatically and things happen so vividly to this character, Kevin Hart's character in here, that they feel so real. But it is like this different type of cinema that they're kind of looking for, which is, let's say, things are happening for real, the action is real, and people are getting hurt, and it's brutal, but still it is like this covert operation by all the other actors to kind of see this authentic reaction of Kevin Hart. So I think this is what kind of will go through in here, but instead of all of this planned, unplanned things will happen, where some gangs or some super villains will come in to kind of, let's say, fight Wonder Man. And he might not know this. He might think this is something happening for his take. They are on shooting, but these are real villains. He will sometimes might be in an assumption that this is just happening for this take or this part of the storyline, but in actuality they are real villains who are going to fight him. And the process of him, so first of all, he doesn't have powers, but later he gets powers. So the process which involves him getting powers is kind of involved with Baron Zemo giving him some radiations or some super soldier serum. So it's either one of those things, but yeah, it's involved with him getting powers, the powers getting induced in him, and that is when he becomes Wonder Man. He has superhuman strength, basically like a super soldier, but this strength is like enhanced, and sometimes there are like energy blasts too. Like he can use energy blasts at certain times as well. So yeah, he becomes a super powered character, and that is what we might see in here, the process of how he becomes this super powered character. Also, we are getting to see like this. We are also getting to see Ben Kingsley here, who played the Mandarin, the false Mandarin in the first, or the second Iron Man, the second Iron Man, I guess. Yeah, in the second Iron Man, he played the false Mandarin. He was mimicking the original Mandarin, who is Shang-Chi's father. So he was mimicking him, and he's playing he, of course, he's back in here to, I mean, kind of showcase around this kind of whole environment of the LA actors and the TV production and this film production scenario and all of that going over. And this is where I find it to be interesting because we'll kind of get to know this different side of the Marvel universe. What happens with such projects that are being made in the MCU, like, and they also talk about superhero fatigue being in here. They also talk about things like people not wanting to see superhero movies because, especially in the Marvel universe, there are real heroes who are saving them, and there is also movies that are being made about such things. So it is like kind of overwhelming for them, and especially for us when we are like superhero fatigued. Well, it's not superhero fatigue. We are just not kind of in bed to see bad kind of slob just thrown at us. And if it comments on that and if it doubles down and makes something great out of it, it will be great to see. I actually like the colors. This feels a vivid kind of cinematography. I mean, whatever the shots that I saw in the trailer, they were amazing. I like the color in there. And of course, I love color. I love to see vivid things, bright, and the contrast is amazing. So that is what I saw in here. So let's see what happens, because in here the Simon Williams character, we see there a shot where he's kind of inspired by Wonder Man when he's a small boy, a child, and he wants to become that character, which is kind of the most story of a superhero loving kid, superhero loving boy who sees a superhero and wants to become that superhero. And Simon Williams lives that dream, but he doesn't kind of know yet what things will also come in by becoming that superhero, not just the good but also the bad, to save people, to make these questionable choices sometimes, which will require him to go on towards places that he might not go on to, like being a normal person. So this will be an interesting series. I'm personally invested in this. I will see it day one because of course this is intriguing to me, and I'm also interested to see how does Marvel kind of comment in and out on itself. Is it self-aware enough to kind of make something better out of this and not just play into this dumb foolish idea of, yeah, we are commenting on it, we are funny, and that's it. Let's see if Marvel double downs, if the creatives have gone forward and made a good piece of TV series here, because again, interested to see it, an interesting character, an interesting story. Let's see if this connects to the larger MCU, because not many stories have, not many MCU TV shows have that much. So yeah, again, interested to see it. It was a lovely trailer. I personally liked it. I personally loved the colors in there. I personally loved some of the dialogues, and of course the direction, whatever that was stitched together in the trailer. I'm hoping to see a good show and enjoy myself. So yeah, that's it. Sub to the channel. I hope you like this video, and comment what you might hope to see in the future of the MCU, and if you like this trailer or not. That's it. I'll see you in the next.